up, everybody? Happy Wednesday to you. So excited to be back live. I know you guys had a lot of fun last week with that recap of the Adam and Lindsay concert, which was so much fun to take a look at. But in the same token, it's great to be back live with you in the studio. And as you know, we're here every week on Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And today we've got some brand new content for you. The incredible Dee Lucas is stopping by. He's got a brand new single. It came out last week and was among the most added on Billboard, and had a great second week as well. So can't wait to share that with you. It's called The Time Is Now, and we'll have a little look back on a tune that he did about 6 months ago for us too. So really excited. Thanks so much, Dee, all the way from the ATL, deciding to come through and hang out with us again. And it's going to be an awesome show tonight. Don't forget to click share, spread the good vibes. As I mentioned, we're here every week, and of course I've got a lot of content throughout the week on my social media as well. So click share. Don't forget to follow Adam Holly Artist page. And hey, let's kick it off with a little bit of music. So I picked up an old favorite of mine, a tune I've been playing, gosh, for probably 25 years. A little bit of Bill Withers for you guys. Lovely Day. Hope you enjoy it. All right, that was just a little bit of lovely day just to get us started on a Wednesday. As I mentioned, we have the incredible Dee Lucas in the house, and we're gonna have so much fun getting here some brand new music from him. But before we do that, just want to remind you guys, if you want to help us out, we make it super easy. Click that link in the description, and you guys are the reason we've been here 79 weeks straight without fail. So just want to give a shout out to all the supporters out there, and that link will take you to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo. You can do stars as well, and you can also get to my website and check out all the CDs and other merch on there. So appreciate you guys so much, and without further ado, hope you enjoy Dee Lucas. All right, the one and only Dee Lucas. Incredible. Man, such an awesome music video, and what a fun song. And I had such a blast doing that. I had the good fortune of producing that tune and co-writing it with Dee. Actually, both those tunes. The Time Is Now and Full Tilt. So shout out, Dee. Thanks so much for having me on your project. And best of luck with the single. It's definitely started off fantastic so far. So, hey, you guys know what time it is. It's time to bring in my lovely wife, Kat, with the cat cam. There she is.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. You're looking gorgeous. It's
Thank
an all-white
you.
party up in here.
You're silly.
How about that Dee Lucas?
Dee Lucas was great. So many people were glad to see him again.
Yeah.
And Gary Fuston, earlier in the comments, he said, I had to come check on my bro, Dee Lucas, for tonight's show.
And I saw somebody ask, where is he from? He's from the ATL, Atlanta.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just scrolled through that.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was asking. And Ellen Nakata Harper, she said she became a huge fan of Dee Lucas because of AH Live.
Yeah, definitely. Dee had a breakthrough at radio with Full Tilt. It was his highest charting tune and first tune on Sirius, and so happy for him. And you can definitely see him all over the country. He is like the Wayne Newton of smooth jazz. He's everywhere. So definitely try to catch a show.
The Wayne Newton.
Yeah.
During his songs, Michelle Dalwin said, loving your vibe, sir. And then Robert Crutcher says he reminds him of the late George Howard. And about like 2 or 3 other people kind of piggybacked on that and saying, yeah, shades of Howard. Someone else said, yeah, he does sound like him.
Yeah, well, and that's definitely a inspiration for Dee. He mentioned George and wanting to channel some of those vibes, and so we were going for that. I mean, not a bad guy to try to emulate, no question. So awesome.
And Tony, I believe it's Aponte, or it could be Aponte or Apont. He says Dee has the sound. And so many people were saying, yes, they love his sound, they love the vibe.
Yeah, no question.
And I believe I saw probably like 25 hearts going up when he was playing. And I believe it was Allison Fader. She said he's a new artist to her as well. And she really liked his music and his sound.
All right.
A lot of people were saying they loved the Faith Over Fear label he had.
Yeah.
I guess in one of his videos. I think I didn't see that part because I was skimming through the comments.
Yeah.
But I did see at least 2 or 3 people say that.
Faith over fear. I like it.
And so many people were loving. They were saying, oh, I believe it was Lori Erickson. She said, Dee Lucas and Blake Aaron is exactly what I needed tonight.
And speaking of which, they just played up in Denver. I wonder if any of you out there watching were at the show. They were just at the Soiled Dove. And Blake was a special guest with Dee. And you know who was there too? Was Gino Rosaria, another friend of the show. And Gino is Dee's music director, and he's been at pretty much all of Dee Lucas's shows, and he does some of his tunes as well. So a dynamic duo. Definitely check them out.
Cece in London, she says, I'm supposed to be winding down at 2:24 a.m. Instead, I'm dancing away here.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thanks for staying up. Sorry to, I know it's crazy with the time zone in the UK, but I appreciate you.
I know. That's so funny. Okay, so when you were playing your opening number,
Lovely Day.
Little
Bill Withers.
So many people loved it. Michael Brown said Bill Withers would be proud. I believe it was James Creer. He said great song to open up to.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So many people were saying sounding good, Adam. A lot of fire emojis. And then CC and so many other people, they were dancing.
Thank you so much.
Dancing away.
When I have fun with these covers, I don't know if you've noticed, I almost could do a collection. It's like acoustic covers. So I do them all like with percussion and acoustic guitar, all the background. It's not like a full band. It's kind of an unplugged kind of thing.
Right.
And it's been fun, just to kind of remix some of these tunes.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a concept. I don't know.
Maybe. And then we had so many people. I love reading you guys' comments, like talking to each other and kind of just having your own little inside jokes and bringing things in from like last week and just saying hi to each other. I love it so much. So Edgar Correa, he says that he, made it home from work and he's watching the show because usually he's like driving in the car and making it home either halfway through the show or like towards the end. But he says, "Excuse me while I make a drink." And then and Kat Finn said, "Fix me one too."
Yeah.
And then when you were saying that it's our 79th week of AH Live, which is just so crazy.
That's wild.
Kat Finn says, "Wowza, 79 weeks."
Yeah.
And of course, there were so many people laughing at that comment because was that last week or the previous week where we
our air conditioner repair?
Yeah. You do it so good. Do it.
Wowza.
Yeah. And then we figured out that it was, what is that called? Like from a comic book.
Onomatopoeia.
Yeah. When they're like bam, bang, wowza.
Yeah, it's words that sound like, or they're spelled to sound like, what the sound is, basically.
Right.
Yeah. So kind of like, Batman, especially the original Batman with Adam West. Bam!
That is so funny. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Everyone's saying I look really pretty. I look beautiful.
Yes.
And then Deborah Childs Baker says, "Love your earrings. Thank you so much." I only wear them every once in a while because they're really heavy. And
you're doing some weightlifting over there.
They're really heavy, but I love them so much. They're super like boho. And I usually would only bohemian.
Wait. Oh, bohemian. I was going to say, you got to break that down for me.
Right.
Boho. I know Soho, NoHo. WeHo.
They're really bohemian, and I would only usually wear them when I'm like working at Mac, and like with all my black and my hair pulled back like this, and they're really cute. But I can only wear them for a little bit.
Yeah.
But thank you.
Yeah. There you go.
And Deborah Childs Baker also says that Adam and Kat Sunday brunch was awesome.
Oh, it was so good to see you, Deborah.
And that she had a wonderful time.
It was a blast. Yeah, we were down in Wildomar, which is, it's really two cities. I kept saying it was near Temecula, but it goes Temecula, and then as you're going north, Lake Elsinore, and then Wildomar. But it was so much fun. Shout out to Monty and Angela Seward. They were the promoters for that show, and it was so much fun. And it was kind of cool, too, because we got done, and I was at home horizontal by 3:30, which normally it's 3:30 a.m., but in this case, I got home, was able to watch the football, so it was a blast.
Oh, Dee Lucas just chimed in.
What's
he
up,
says,
Dee?
"Hi, everyone. Just arrived home and wanted to say thanks for all the love. Thank you, Adam and Kat. Love you guys." Oh, so sweet.
Oh, our
Thanks,
pleasure.
Dee.
Thank you, Dee, for lending your talents.
And so many people loved your music and are so happy to see you back on the show.
Yes, sir. The time is now.
And this is from Jean Scott Keller. Says, "Adam, your sound tonight is silky smooth."
Oh, thank you.
And Kat, your look tonight is flawless. Oh, thank you.
Oh.
I guess I should wear red lipstick more often.
Hey, you're making it work. You're making it work.
Thanks. I think that's all for the comments, but we did have a few people that gave where they're watching from because you guys know that we love to see where you're watching from.
100%.
And we have Edison Hill watching from Tulsa.
Hey, we were just there.
I know,
Tulsa,
we were just there.
In the house. Okay.
Lori Erickson right down the freeway in Brea.
All right.
And then we have Cece in London, of course. Hi, Cece. Sheila Singleton in Kansas City. Sharon Bradley watching in Seattle. Okay, so what is the weather like in Tulsa, London, Kansas City, and Seattle? I feel like Seattle, it's already starting to rain every day. I don't know. What do you say, Adam? You're from the Pacific Northwest.
But the weather's a lot different now than when I grew up, global warming,
right, that's
whatever.
True.
But I remember it raining every day. I mean, maybe that's an exaggeration, but it was so much rain. Hey, real quick, I noticed a shout out from Dee, and I'm going to shamelessly broadcast it. Dee Lucas says, "Love your new record, Adam." Thank you, Dee. I appreciate it. That means a lot.
Plug.
That means a lot. No, I appreciate it 100%.
Okay, so Sheila Singleton says weather is nice. It's 76, so that's in Tulsa.
All right.
And I don't have anyone else yet. Okay, Allison Fader says sunny and 70 in Kelowna, BC, Canada. That's nice.
It was kind of cool here. It was only about 80, so we were struggling.
Right.
I say that to rub it into all the
80,
cold weather.
it wasn't 80. It was
I think it
under
was.
80. It was nice, though.
Let me check real quick.
Kat Finn, she's in the Atlanta area, still with my sister, helping her out, and she says crazy thunderstorms here.
Oh wow.
There was lightning.
It was
in
a
Orange
high
County
of 70.
yesterday.
It was a high of 77.
Tony
was
Aponte
close.
says hot in Florida. Well, of course. Diane Otley Johnson, I'm here in Palm Springs, and it was a high of 85 today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
Well, no one so far has said that it's super cold. I'm sure it's cold and raining in Seattle, though, because I just can't imagine.
That is too funny. Well, speaking of different locales, let me throw up the updated tour schedule. Very excited next week. If you are in Louisville, hope to see you on the 14th. That's a Thursday night at the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage. It'll be myself and Hiroshima. On Friday night, I'll be in the Quad Cities in Davenport at the Redstone Room. And on Saturday, I'll be in Chicago. It will be me, Vincent Ngala, and Nelson Rangel. So cannot wait for that. And we got a bunch of shows coming up. Vegas is a new one. If you're anywhere near Vegas, check that one out. That's me and Phil Denny, October 30th. Let's see, South. If you see that there on the bottom, let me flip to the next page. South in Philadelphia just got added. Pencil it in on your calendar. I don't think it's officially for sale yet, but we will be there Thursday, December 16th. So anyways, check these out. Go to adamholly.com to get all of the updates, and hope to see you guys on the road. Got a bunch of shows coming up to wrap up the year, and then heading into 2022.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I think so far the coolest place is Jersey,
Okay.
because Mike Brown said it's 63, dark and dreary in Jersey.
Oh.
Well, Creston Jordan says it's 63 in Gardena, and he said it's
Wow.
freezing. I can imagine, because 63 is kind of cold.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, especially for us. Yeah, we're so what do you call that? Your blood thins out. You know, you're just used to the hot weather all the time. But we have some cold weather coming up. It's going into the 60s, and it's going to be kind of chilly coming up. Fall. It's so crazy. It seemed like as soon as we hit October, it was like cold.
Yeah.
And then it started getting windy.
And I don't like that. I do like the attire for fall and winter, you know, cute boots, sweaters, scarves.
Yeah.
But I don't like the weather. And then especially here, you guys hear me say it all the time with the winds that we get since we're like in the mountains.
Yeah.
Well, we're not in the mountains, but the mountains are right behind us.
Yeah.
So
We're at the
Yeah.
foothills.
We're at the foothills.
We're at the foot of the hill.
yeah, like so much of California. But
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, we have some pictures from, we'll get to our home in a second, but first we have some pictures. We're so excited. Adam Jr.'s been feeling better, and his ankle is kind of coming around, so we have some action shots from him from the past week of basketball, and he had four games this weekend. It was so crazy. Two Saturday, two Sunday.
Yeah, this picture here that's his personal trainer, and he does private basketball training every Tuesday and Thursday before team practice. So this here, he's doing a double ball dribble, and those are with weighted basketballs. So they weigh, I don't know the exact weight, but they're much heavier than just like a regular air blown basketball. And so it gets his shoulders and his arms like really, really tired, but that makes it that much more easier when he has the actual basketball. And
he's gonna be walking around with some tall shoulders here.
I know.
Soon. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, this is in action here.
So that was one of the games this past weekend. So yeah, they had 2 games Saturday, 2 games Sunday. So yeah, and then I don't know if you can see on his right ankle above his white sock, you can see some of his brace. So he has like a really good, like thick and bulky brace that keeps his ankle stabilized. So when he's moving around and stuff, it's not, moving in different directions and everything.
100%, yeah. And then here he's getting a little rest.
They're so cute.
They take it real serious. It was really competitive games. And practice yesterday was intense. Oh, and we have some action shots for him too. Here, let me pull this up. I'll turn the music down for a second. Here we go.
So this is, he's doing shooting lab with his trainer. So when he misses the ball or misses the shot, he has to do sit-ups. Do it one more time.
All right, one more time. Oh, let's see if we can get it to start over.
So he missed. The coach is like, give him 10.
Well, he's going to have some shoulders and a chest. Right. And let's see, we've got another one.
And this one, you just go back and forth over and over, shooting either like shots in one area or the other. He's doing it.
Ah.
He's like, I don't want to do any more
no
push-ups.
That is funny.
Yeah, so this was practice yesterday, and the team, they kind of were in trouble. They lost all their games. But two of them were very close games. The other two were blowouts. So yesterday's practice was super hard and intense. They did a lot of agility stuff. So when someone didn't do something, the whole team either had to do sit-ups or push-ups. Yeah. So last night, that was probably like their fifth set of push-ups that they had to do. And the coach is just blowing his whistle down, down.
It was wild. They were really, really pushing him yesterday. And our son, he was in a flop sweat. He was just dripping. I was like, man, all right.
Flop sweat?
Yeah, you never heard that? The flop sweat. When it's just dripping.
You are so funny.
Yeah.
A flop sweat.
You've never heard that? I didn't make it up. It's a term. It's a term.
Adam and I tease Adam all the time because his sayings that he will say sound like his dad. And his dad, how old is your dad?
Oh, gosh. You're putting me to the test. He is 77.
77. So Adam will sound like a 77-year-old man with his sayings, and I'm like, what? And he'll say, you never heard of that? And I'm like, no.
Here's a good one. Has anyone out there drop in the comments, have you ever heard this? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. That was one that really took Kat on a ride. She's like, what? Gift horse?
Adam Jr. actually commented about that the other day. We were talking about sayings and Papa's sayings. And he's like, yeah, he's always telling me, don't look some kind of horse in the face.
At least he remembered part of it. Oh. Well, finally, we have some pictures. As you know, it's been a long road with our backyard. I think we're in like month 5 or something ridiculous. And but we are finally making some progress. They did the grading back in the back in order to get the concrete going, and they're supposed to pour tomorrow. So here we go. So this is before when
so
it
remember
just
there was like a
ridiculous
ditch,
yeah, a hole. Don't fall in, basically. Speaking of which, you almost fell in. Yes, tell them the story about that. That was crazy.
I did almost fall yesterday because I had on my slides, like my slippers, and they were doing the preparation for the concrete. So they put the gravel, and then they were putting like the PVC pipes and stuff under for the drains that would go everywhere when the concrete is poured. And the inspector came to do the inspection, and he's like, oh, I need the chart, to sign it. So I run in the house to get it, and I come back out, and so they're working along the dirt, and so I go on the coping, but there's like wires and stuff. I think it was like part of the electrical.
Well, that's the ground, so you don't get electrocuted in the pool. It's very important.
Right. Yeah. So the cord went like under my slide, and so I'm trying to walk, and then like I'm pulling it, and I kind of had to like hop, and like I almost tripped. And so there were like 5 guys out there, and they all were like, "Be careful," because the pool is empty.
Yeah, it's quite a fall. With no water, it's quite a fall.
So yeah, it was kind of scary.
So anyways, we digress. So this is the before, and then there's that ditch, and then this is the after. Oh, even without the concrete, it seems so much more zen-like. And they have the lines there. They ran the line so that they said, I think there's electrical and water. I don't know what the third one is, but anyways, so we'll be able to access all that on the other side of the concrete. Here's the other side, the back of the pool, and back there there'll be a little bit of concrete just to start off, but then that will all be planter. And then you can kind of see at the far end, let me go back. At the far end, we'll have a little bit of a concrete wall there to enclose the planter. Mm-hmm. And then this is the side of the house. This will be a curb to kind of hold in the planter. So we'll have all planter all the way down. So there was a few there was a tree in there and a few shrubs, so we'll have to replace all that. And then you can see the air conditioners, which got moved. What a difference.
And you see down at the bottom right, and there's like the black tubing against the wall and everything from where the air conditioners were moved.
Right.
Once everything is finished, they're going to come back and kind of like conceal that. Then we'll be able to like paint it the same color of the house, and then we'll just put like big potted plants like around there, so like it won't look crazy.
Yeah. Let me see if I can go back. There we go. So right there, that's where they were. So what a difference. I mean, it was really, kind of obscuring everything. And so now they're on the side of the house.
Yeah.
So, it's been quite a journey, but it's getting there. And we'll have the concrete tomorrow, which means there's only one more step. That's putting the, right now, if I go back to the pool, you can see there's nothing in the bottom. So they have to put the pebble, which is like what you stand on. And that's the last step. So we're getting there.
We're getting there.
So by the time it's about 60 degrees, we'll be able to jump in. It's funny, too, because the AC guys that came by to move the air conditioners, they looked around at our yard. They said, well, it'll be ready for next summer.
Right. Exactly.
They already knew what the deal was.
I know. Oh, and one more thing about Adam Jr.
Yeah.
Today, he comes home. Well, we're driving home from school, and I said, I always ask him, I say, did anything interesting happen today? Did anything weird happen or anything bad? Because a lot of the times, certain incidences will happen with other kids or even teachers, and our kids won't really tell us. They either forget or they don't think it's a big deal, or they might tell you like 3 days later, and you're like, well, why didn't you tell me then? We could have talked to the teacher or the principal. So I just try to fill all the areas of the day. And most of the time, he doesn't want to talk to me because, he's a teenager. And he's like, Mom, why are you asking me questions?
Right.
But today, he had a lot of answers. And he said, well, I got 100% of my math test. I was like, yes,
all
go
right.
Adam. And he said, and I got student of the month.
Oh, unbelievable.
And I was like, that's amazing.
He's killing it.
I know.
And he was so demure about it. He was just like, yeah, and one more thing. And then he just handed me the certificate. He didn't even say it. And I was reading it. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And he's over there like.
And he got a gift card to Wendy's with his certificate.
Yeah.
Although it was $5. And I was like, is he supposed to get off the value menu? I don't understand.
With $5, we take. Let me tell you how expensive Wendy's has gotten. It's like a fine dining restaurant. I take little Adam there, and he doesn't even get a drink. He gets a fry and a double cheeseburger, and it's $12 and change.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Beats the heck out of a 20.
Well, and then he gets extra cheese. But then he doesn't get any of the dressing. So he doesn't get any tomatoes, no lettuce. And I feel like they're charging like $2 for that extra slice of processed cheese.
Pretty much.
I'm like
pretty much. It's crazy. It's so crazy.
It is really crazy.
Because I remember we used to go to Wendy's and we could feed him for it was like $3 and change. And then I don't know what happened. It just blew up. So
yeah, I don't know. Okay. a lot of people, some people are saying they have heard of flop sweat.
Okay.
But some people are also saying, I've never heard of that. Creston said he's heard of the gift horse.
Okay.
Michelle Darwin said yes on the gift horse. Connie Epley, yes.
Okay, see? I'm not
Jean
crazy.
Scott Keller, absolutely.
I'm not crazy.
But then some other people are saying no. So I think it's like 50-50.
So I'll explain it if you don't understand. I'll get to it real quick. So the way that you check if a horse is any good, one of the first ways is to look at its teeth. And if its gums and teeth are healthy, then it's probably a healthy horse. If not, then not. So the saying is basically saying, like, don't be ungrateful. So a gift horse, it's like if someone gives you a horse, don't immediately go look in his mouth. Was this horse even any good? It just means be thankful. So it's just be thankful for what you get. So.
And then Lori Erickson, she says it's like the commercial where you turn into your parents.
Yeah.
And Joseph England said the progressive commercial.
Right, yeah.
I absolutely love those commercials because the first time I saw one, there was one where the guy was taking off the decorative pillows off of the couch.
Yeah.
And the chick was like having a heart attack.
Yeah.
And I said, that is so me because I'm like, don't sit on that side of the couch because you're smashing my decorative pillows. And then Adam is like, there's too many pillows.
Well, because I'm just thinking functionally, it's a couch I want to sit, And so,
but those are hilarious. I love those commercials.
Yeah.
And you could be in one of those commercials with your sayings.
Oh, wow. Flop sweat.
And then so many people are, they're talking about outside. Michelle Darwin says, Kat, put your hard hat on. And then Kurt Smith says, Kat needs a construction helmet when taking photos out there.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, gosh, it's quite, because it's, I think it's a 6 foot deep pool. So that would be, that would hurt. That would hurt.
And Gary Fusen says, how long did it take to move the AC?
They did it really quick. It was half a day. They showed up top of the morning, 8 a.m. And I want to say they were done around 1 or 2. So they made quick work of it. It was just 2 guys. And they made it happen. They were on it.
I remember the one guy, like we said last week, he gave himself a self-guided tour in the downstairs.
That is too funny. That is too
We
funny.
have just a couple of Ask Adams if you wanted to do a little
No, you know
bit.
what? Let's save those for next week.
Okay.
We're running out of time, but
So Isabella,
yeah.
We'll get to yours next week. I'm taking a screenshot of it right now. And there was one other person I saw, but I took a screenshot of it as well.
Perfect.
Edgar Correa says, wowzers, what a great transformation to your home.
Yeah, we're getting there. It's just taking like a lifetime, so it's crazy. So we've been here, November 5th will be 1 year. So it's coming along. It's coming along.
Yeah, very slowly. It's so crazy. Yeah. It's really crazy. But we didn't do anything for a long time when we first moved in because we were still in COVID lockdown. So we weren't going anywhere. No one was coming over.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff was taking anywhere from 3 to 6 or 8 months to even be delivered,
right?
Because of shipping delays and stuff like that. If things were coming from out of the country, which a lot of factories for furniture and just everything these days does. So we kind of just were like chilling, and then we were like, maybe we should start unpacking and getting stuff done, and so yeah. So that's why we're still kind of
Oh, we and that was one reason we picked this place is it was more cosmetic. There wasn't anything like drastic. So it was nice to just kind of get in and just kind of live a little bit for sure. So
yeah.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks so much, honey, as always.
You're welcome.
We will see you next week.
All right. I'm loving all of these comments. You guys are making me laugh about the pillows.
Yes.
People are saying, put your dad pants on. Like,
pretty much.
Thanks, guys. See you guys later.
Awesome. And as you know, this is the time I like to let you know who's coming through next week. And we have an incredible guest, the one and only Jeff Ryan makes his reappearance. If you remember, he was with us quite a while ago, maybe over a year. And he's coming back because he has a new song out. It's called New Day. And I had the distinct honor of producing it for him, co-writing, and I'm also featured on it, and the song is doing so great. It was amongst the most added last week, and you might be hearing it already on a station near you. So Jeff is going to perform that, and as am I. We're going to do a duet for you guys next week, and we'll revisit one of his classic performances from a year ago as well. So tune in next Wednesday. Jeff Ryan, all the way from NorCal, in the house with brand new music. And just a reminder, if you want to help us out, click that link in the description. Make it super easy for you. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. You can do stars as well. You can also grab my records. Make sure to check out Dee's records as well. His brand new album is really awesome, and hope you will support him. So I've got one more tune for you guys before we get out of here. And gosh, this is we got a little vibe going on here with the background track. I was gonna play one thing, but I think I'm gonna have to play something else. Keep us in the mood. Let me find something here. What can I play for you guys? Let's see. You know what? We started with some old school. I think we should end with a little old school. A little bit of Isley Brothers for you guys. right, ladies and gentlemen, it was so much fun to hang out with you on another Wednesday. Tune in next week for the incredible Jeff Ryan. Brand new music for you all. Have a great night. See you next week.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering after all these years, would you like to me to go over everything? They say the time's supposed to heal ya, but I ain't done much healing. Hello, can you hear me? I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger and free. I've forgotten how it felt before the world fell at our feet. There's such a difference between us and a million lives. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home. Hello from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. But it don't matter, it clearly doesn't tear you apart anymore. Anymore. Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you will. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened? It's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. But when I call, you never seem to be home. Hello from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. But it don't